All right, if you're anywhere near software testing, you know the grind, that constant, mind-numbing repetition. Well, today, we're going to talk about a secret weapon in Cucumber that helps you test smarter, not harder. You know that feeling, right? Where you're just stuck in this loop, running the exact same test steps, but you have to swap out the data every single time. A different username, a new password, another product ID. It gets old, fast. I mean, just picture it. You have one single login form, and you need to make sure it works for 20 different types of users. That's the same click, type, click, check sequence 20 times. It's not just tedious, it's a total time sink, and it's exactly where little mistakes start to creep in. There's got to be a better way, right? Well, you're in luck because there is. This is where we dive into the whole idea of data-driven testing. So let's compare that inefficient old method with a much, much smarter way to get things done. Okay, so on the left, you see the old way. It's just a wall of text, right? Copying and pasting the same scenario again and again, just changing one or two values. It's bloated and a total pain to update. But now look at the right. That's the smart way. One single, clean test template. All that repetitive junk code, it just vanishes. So what's this magic? It's the examples keyword. And really, it's just a simple command for Cucumber. You're basically saying, hey, see this one test scenario? I want you to run it for every single row of data in the table I'm about to give you. It's the key that unlocks real automation for these kinds of data checks. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? Let's walk through the exact steps. I promise, it's probably easier than you think. It really just boils down to three simple steps. First, you write your scenario, but instead of hard coding a value like admin, you use a placeholder like username. Think of it as a variable. Second, right below your scenario, you add the examples keyword. And third, you build a simple data table where the column headers perfectly match the placeholders you just created. And this is where the magic connects. See those column headers, username and password? They match those placeholders from the step above. Cucumber just takes over from here. It grabs that first row, admin and pass123, plugs them in, and runs the test. Then it grabs the next row, and the next. You get the picture. All right, so we've set it all up. What's the actual payoff here? What do we get for doing this? Well, this is where it gets really, really good. First off, it all starts with just one test scenario. That's it. One clean, reusable template. This is the only bit of test logic you have to write, and more importantly, it's the only one you have to maintain. Then you just feed it your data. In this case, we've got 3 different sets from that examples table. Maybe you're testing a valid user, an invalid one, and one with a wrong password. And the result? Bam! 3 separate automated test runs. Cucumber does all the heavy lifting. One scenario plus 3 rows of data equals 3 tests. No copy pasting, no manual work. So, okay, it's cool, it's clever, but why does this really matter? Because this isn't just a neat trick. It can fundamentally change how you and your team approach testing.
First, and this is the big one, the time and effort you save is huge. You are literally writing less code, period. Second, your test coverage can just explode. Need to test 10 new scenarios? You just add 10 new rows to the table. It takes seconds. And finally, your feature files become so much cleaner and easier to read. Anyone on the team can look at that table and know exactly what's being tested.
If you need a simple way to think about it, here you go. Your test scenario, that's your email template. And that examples table, that's just your mailing list. Cucumber's job is to do the mail merge. It automatically creates and sends a unique test for every single person on that list. Simple as that. So I want you to think about your own projects right now. Where are you stuck in that loop? Testing login forms, search functions, checkout pages. Where can you take this idea, stop repeating yourself, and start automating a whole lot smarter?